Hi, I'm Ernie from Ernie's Bike Shop, and one of the things we do here at this time of year is we sell Christmas trees. And I'd like to take a few minutes today and give you some tips when you're going out to pick out that tree. Okay, first of all, have fun with it. You know, don't be too serious. Remember, you're buying a tree, it's not going to be perfect, so have a good time when you're picking out a Christmas tree. Okay, there's several different varieties of Christmas trees. Probably the most popular now is the Fraser fir, which is what this is. It has kind of a short needle, it's not real prickly, it holds its needles really well, and just is a really nice, aromatic, nicely shaped tree. A tree similar to the Fraser fir is the Douglas fir. Similar in the way the needles are formed, a little bit lighter color, and the needles are a little bit softer. Great tree, you don't see these a whole lot, but they are becoming more and more popular. This is a Scotch pine, very popular Christmas tree. It holds ornaments really well. It's less expensive than other trees. Just it makes a nice Christmas tree, and again, it holds its needles very well. Okay, this is a blue spruce. A little bit stiffer needles on this one. Needles are a little bit shorter, similar to a Fraser or a Douglas fir, not as long of a needle as what the Scotch pine is. One of the things I really like about this tree is that if you, especially if you have an older home, a century home, this tree looks, I guess, more of an antique look to it, and it looks really nice like in an old brick farmhouse or an old stone house. First off, when you're picking out a Christmas tree, remember, size does matter. If you pick out a tree like this and you live in a little tiny house with real low ceilings, it might not work for you. So keep in mind the space you're putting it in, and the height of the tree, and the circumference of the tree. Of course, one of the most important things is you want to make sure your tree is fresh. So you should be able to bend the limbs, they shouldn't break, they should be real pliable, and when you pull on them, the needle should stay on. If you do this and all the needles come off in your hand, you might want to move on to a different tree. Okay, you want to take a good look at the trunk. You want a nice straight trunk. A crooked trunk's not going to really hurt the tree, it just makes it a little more difficult to get the tree to stand straight in your house. But if a nice straight trunk like that, it makes it a little easier for you. Okay, after you picked out your tree, but before you put it in your stand at home, you want to put a fresh cut on these. So just take your saw and just cut off a little bit at the bottom. And what that does is allows the water to go up into the tree a lot easier, because you want the water to go up into the tree so it stays fresh in your house. After these are cut at the farm, they start to heal over right away. So before you put it in the stand, thick saw, and cut a little bit off the bottom. Okay, in addition to cutting off that little bit of the trunk before you put it in the stand, you may also want to trim some of these lower limbs off. It makes it easier to put the tree in the stand, it makes it easier to water the tree, and most importantly, it allows more room for more presents. Well, I hope we helped you out in picking out a Christmas tree, and keep in mind, it should be fun, make it a nice family outing, and have a very Merry Christmas.